Hey guys, this is Zlewikk. Well, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Well, this is because I've recorded another video of Mehmet's Ambition, and this is based on feedback from some people on the comment section and Reddit, calling me a cheater because I used a religion flip trick, which is a game mechanic, and burned it for a Pulse event. So, in response, I will do Mehmet's Ambition with neither of this. I will not be birding, I will not flip my religions, I will just play normally. And besides that, I'll try completing it still before 1490, maybe even earlier. I know already when I completed it, but you're gonna see it in the video. A second thing that I'll include in this video, also based on your feedback guys, is that I'll be doing one big war against the whole HRE, which will be like almost 400,000 enemies. And I will show you this whole war. All micromanagement in this war on 4x speed, because that war took over 1 hour. So I'm gonna show you 15 minutes. It is gonna be really nice micromanagement. If you want to learn how to manage your troops in a big wars like this is a guide by itself. So you fasten your seatbelts, because I'm gonna use a completely different strategy compared to my first run, and I think it's even more impressive. Let's get it started. Okay guys, this is gonna be again big fun. Let's pick out our rivals. Definitely that's gonna be the Mamluks, Hungary, as well as Venice. Then let's recruit 10,000 of Janissaries, which allows us to click this mission for morale, as well as this mission for claims in Anatolia. Go through the estates is gonna be much cleaner than in my previous run, where we have, we're changing religion, so we lost a lot of crown land. We've lost Dimi in Janissary estates twice. It's just gonna be a clean estates setup right now. Since I'll be mostly fighting other Muslim nations, I will actually go for the setup for negative piety, which is gonna be useful for the idea cost, but also power points, high loyalty, religious diplomats for the deep rep, and higher relations with the other Sunnis, as well as grant residence to a scholar. So we'll be having always the Aggressive Expansion Impact scholar available for us. I'm gonna also right away go ahead and pick him. From Umar I'm taking mill points, manpower, supremacy over the crown, as well as a general decision, which I'm gonna right away use to get the general that is 214, not too good. Merchant will give me diplo points, 1% loans, prestige, as well as tax modifier, and construction cost for later. From Dimi, besides the Dimi autonomy that we start with, I'm also taking taxes. So the non-Muslim provinces get tax modifier. I'm taking the Dimi liberties, which is just high loyalty, so keep it above 60%, as well as communities, which is increasing our religious unity, in case we have provinces that are Shia. Finally, from the Janissaries, I'm gonna take the stab cost, land maintenance, but also less payment from the Janissaries demand pay, discipline for the Janis, and manpower from the Death Shire system, Sislat, and take the diet. And I will take the requirement that asks me to have a higher amount of ships than Venice has, which is gonna be of use because we need 10 galleys for this mission, which I'm gonna already start building. 1, 2, 3, 4, just to have more ships than Venice. Thanks to estate privileges for the Janissaries, I'm getting mill points and special units force limit. But I will anyway, right now, since we don't have yet manpower, I'm gonna just consolidate half of these regiments. I paid mill points for them, remember, so just keep the rest of them. And we're gonna pick up advisors. Here I'm gonna definitely focus Adwin for a starter. We'll be able to change it again in 20 years. We're gonna take the Morale of Armies guy. Diplomatic reputation will be of huge use, but it is on level 2. While on admin we're gonna take this level 2 advisor because he's 50% cheaper. This guy needs to be on level 2, so I can click the Guns of Urman, which is giving me artillery cost and 4,000 of cannons to use for the early wars. Here I'll have to just camp for a better the level 1 advisors for deploy. It is fine, we're gonna have enough points for it. Let's start preparing our troops for a few wars at once. Byzantium, but also for war against Zulkadir and Ramazan and Kandar. That's why here I'm gonna keep the cannons, but we're gonna also take 10,000 troops east. From this 14,000, I'm gonna take 4k to help on these guys. The rest is gonna go so. From these guys, I'm actually gonna take another 2,000 to go east. For ships, one galley is gonna hunt pirates in Constantinople. The other one is gonna hunt pirates in Ragusa Node. Just make sure that they're also very cautious. So in case when I declare war on the Byzantines, they're gonna hide. Bonus from the naval doctrine, I'm gonna go for the galley combat ability. As for our diplomats, let's make sure to ally Crimea, as well as Anisa and Fezzan. It's actually gonna be very similar strategy to what we've been doing with the ALS trick. Just in this case, we're gonna naturally get the relations with them, which is not a problem to improve it just a little bit. You see I've got the Varna Crusade, so we can go ahead and get claims on Constantinople. And on the 11th of December, we're gonna declare the war. Now, I've seen some guides where people are saying do not make royal marriages in order to get an ALET, but as soon as they become ALET, the royal marriage is not taking the diplo relation slot. So I'm gonna accept the royal marriage proposal from these guys, and I'm also gonna head already and scornfully insult the Mamluks. So we get 10 PP, so that's a better mana generation for us. And here, yeah, I'll keep looking. I'll keep the population guy, but we need to keep looking for the deeper rep. Let's try getting one more general, hopefully some more siege, yeah. Since we'll be basing our strength on Aelet, I'm gonna already release Saruhan, as well as Menteshe. And just these two guys, so I'm gonna immediately go also and make them ALETs. Declare Byzantium, they have no allies. Conquest of Constantinople should be a quick and clean war to deal with. Oh yes, forgot also about this stuff, so make sure to also get all of these bonuses. We're focusing on mysticism, but that Anders from Legalis is gonna be also of use. The Siege Engineer Urban, of course, that's 75% cheaper advisor. So can replace this guy with a much cheaper one. Since we're in January, I can declare war on Dulkadir, and I'm gonna call Kandar as a co-belligerent, so we're gonna eat both of these guys at the same time. With the ships built, I've got the agenda completed, which is more of navies for us, but also the mission for the Crescent Fleet with an admiral that is gonna be of use. Let me fully annex Byzantium. Which will be a very nice boost to our economy, because I can integrate Galata, and once I'm out of the war I can make it my capital, which is pretty much immediately. So I did a big chunk of wars at the same time. Easy peasy, had enough troops to manage all of that. It's gonna be a great boost to our economy. So now take a look. We can make this our capital, which is out of development, and become an empire. We can click the City of the War's Desire, even more development in Constantinople. And now, how many more provinces we need here? We need one more province, which will be from Karaman. And here we need to declare on Epirus. That will be two of our goals on declaration of war. Take care of Epirus and prepare for the wars of Mamluks and Akkoyunlu, because I have to start expanding here even before my truce of Karaman ends. But first, before I do that, let me release a bunch of nations out of ourselves to, you know, have a big strength coming from our Aelet. That's gonna be Ramazan. That's gonna be Akia. And that's gonna be Morea. I'm gonna keep Athens for ourselves because that's a trade center. We need to get the golden era started. Let's first promote these guys to ALET, because if I release too many too strong, then it will be hard to make them ALET because of the Liberty Desire. And once they ALETs, yeah, I can release also Dulkadir. Skander will also receive provinces that are already my cores. That's why it also calls me so much, because it's part of the state. You know what? ALETs are the way. Let's just make sure to go ahead and release them. And once I make all of them my core ALETs, I'm also gonna start stealing their trade. You see, now that I sent a gift to Anisa, which is just 25 ducats, I'll be able to, after a month tick, to go ahead and just vassalize them. Same with Fezzan. Let's me go ahead and send a gift to them. And in a month they become my subject. I don't need the religious swap for this. See now, in 1447 I already have 47,000 of maximum power, and of course limit is slightly more because it's 41, but we'll be increasing that over time. Now when I also go and divert trade from all of these boys, except the non-core islets, I'll do the next. Yeah, with them, after the month tick, it might need 2 month ticks though. My income is 28.7 already. Declare on Epirus, they are unfortunately protected by Genoa, but I think we should be fine. I'm just gonna, carpet seed some of this. I can already take Tech 4, which is nice. That will be innovativeness, that will be of huge use for our future wars. Genoa is always an issue when it's protecting Epirus, but now that I'm blockading them, I destroyed an army and navy. We can go and peace them out. Maybe I would just also take, yes, 40 ducats. And, with that piece done, I can not only annex Epirus, but also be able to create ALS in Shamar, as well as his Haifa. And once that's done, I'm gonna go after the Mamluks. And of course, also that conquest is perma-claims on the Balkans. So yeah, I got a bit of A for eating Byzantium and Epirus. Let's make sure to build a flagship already. And that's gonna be a heavy ship with fleet trip, morale, and engagement with. Let's clear also some forts. I don't need a fort in Gelibolu, I don't need a fort in Shugla. That should be of huge use to save a bit of money. Let's make sure to send a gift to his Kaifa. Send that gift to Shamar, and we have another 2 subjects done. Okay, Mr. Mamluk, I don't have my, my direct claims on them, but I have claims from my subjects. And I think just going for one of them should be okay. Let's go for the Benghazi. And since the army is 28k and they attack behind, I think I'm gonna take half of my army to Sirt, which is gonna be sitting down from this side, and the other stack will be sitting down from this side. I'm taking some trust from favors on Crimea, because you have a mission to have 60 trust on them. Now, Mr. Mamluk, let's declare that war and have some fun. Guys, and a quick shout out, if you're enjoying this content and you'd like to get notified about the next videos from this and other series, remember that you can subscribe to the channel, and I do recommend to do that because I know that over half of you are not subscribing yet. Looks like morale of Mamluks is really low. Oh, but I only have 6,000 infantry in that stack. That might not be enough for a successful rush of the fort. But let's see. Maybe I'll surprise myself. Yeah, I think I'll do that, yeah. Because they have such a low morale, we actually succeeded. Trucive Karaman just ended, so I'm done. Why fighting with the Mamluks? I'm obviously gonna go ahead and attack them as well. It's very unfortunate that Poland attacked Wallachia already. 1450 once they're... yeah, because conquest of Wallachia actually gives us enormous bonuses to ALS. So that's unfortunate. Now with enough trust on Crimea, I can go ahead and make sure that once they have the crisis, succession crisis, they will become my march. So from the Mamluks, I need 6 provinces in this area, right? So what I will take, I'll make sure to take 2 trade centers here, which I would like to keep for myself and create a trade company. Gaza Khans and around Sina, that's a learning from my previous campaign. We want to have coring range on this province because otherwise it would be a problem to like seize land or take a province around here without that range. But for that I'll need a bit more of war score. Taking just enough provinces from the Mamluks so I can click their mission immediately. That gives me the special CB on them. Fully annexing Karaman, that's gonna be a bit of AE across the Muslim nations, which will be making it hard to create more subjects, but don't worry, it will be just alright. Now with this done, I can go ahead and improve, well, I can go ahead and take 2 loans, improve my trade center in Constantinople, as well as adding Halep, Trablus and Sham to my trade company, increasing this to level 2. That's also a mission to clear the Bailiks, adding power and perma-claims on Aquilno. And now if we wait a month tick, I can first of all... Wait a second. Core. Zlewikk, learn to read. I guess I'm gonna take a loan to improve Athena. So next month I'm gonna embrace the golden era, while that trade company is giving me additional merchants that I'm gonna use in Crimea. Yes, So now I can go ahead and release. So I'll need a lot of admin mana to embrace this tech and score a lot of provinces. So instead I'm gonna release Karaman. A bit of extra provinces on top of what, like I gave away these 3 provinces to them, right? And I want to keep these provinces except Antakya for myself, for the trade company. So I'm gonna give Antakya to Ramazan. The rest stays with myself. I don't have core courage to core most of this, so just start coring this too. And you'll see that I'll have just enough mana to take 5 on admin, which is first idea group. That's gonna be a different choice than my previous campaign, because previous campaign we've used espionage for AE impact. This time not stacking AE impact. Instead I'm gonna go for influence, just have a few important bonuses. First one for economy. I'm getting 4 ducats from vassals. With this, I'm getting 11 ducats from vassals, and I will be scaling that even farther. Then another bonus that would be useful, Hyper Desire, of course, vassal force image contribution, very useful, Evo travel time, extremely useful, diplomatic reputation as well, and unjustified demands. You know, for this kind of the campaign when you have to take all the provinces you don't have claims on, unjustified demands is extremely useful. Also, this ideas with a golden era and stacked piety. See, they cost me just 324 to take, and also is stacking a lot of innovativeness. Okay, before I declare war on Cyprus to shorten truce with the Mamluks, I can go ahead and create more subjects. As for this, actually the Wallachia casus belli would be not that bad. Have reconquer casus belli on Poland later. Let's do that. Let's create vassal number 1. Then once we give send a gift to Hassa, it's gonna be vassal number 2, and vassal number 3 will be Medina. Mr. Cyprus, let's declare that war. Too bad Genoa and Siena will help, but that's fine. I can choose Crimea on our side. I don't even have to siege down Cyprus and take it. We just want a white piece with the Mamluks, that's it. So since that fort was turned off, I can just go ahead and rush it. And for loss of just 1.6 thousand troops, I can right away peace out Mamluks. Shorten truce to 5 years. And now I can go and deal with Europeans. Just like in the previous campaign, I'm gonna seize land from Fezzan in order to get an event to release Tripoli, which will give me cores on Tunis, which I'll use and a war with them. There it is, I'll explanation with Tunis. Let's release them and immediately declare war on Tunis, which will get me into the war with Granada. So remember, we want to subjugate them as well. Fate of the Patriarchate, I got the event. So now again, as the previous time, I need to complete 2 agendas for Dimi. I think I completed 1 already, and we're gonna aim for another one soon. So in exchange, we're gonna get a 75% cheaper Honest Advisor. I'm not burning anything in this campaign. I got a strict ruler trait. I could burn, for example, AE impact. No burning guys for this. Now that I subjugated Herzegovina and Wallachia, I got additional diplomatic reputation, so that's of huge help. But also I can go to Umera and take the strong duchies. Oh, guarantee from progress is gonna be perfect, because remember we want to get to this, which is another income from vassals. But before that, tier 2, which is the Death Shire system, that unlocks as these buttons here. So I can get vassals for manpower contribution, as well as co-creation cost. So my manpower is right now 68,000. There we go, succession the Crimean Khanate, which means I get an event and I make them into my marsh. Nice. Since I have some ships here in Granada, I can take address of Firman, which is just gonna make my relations with Granada itself better. Let's say I subjugated them in that war. And now, before I peace out the Balkans, I want to get enough splendor to take AE impact. So, you know, just from taking Serbian and Bosnian provinces, I will not get coalition by Hungary. There we go. Because expansion impact. So now this is much better for us. Still a lot of AE here for the Europeans, but I guess it is what it is. It's time to create more ALS around here. New rivals, that's gonna be Poland and Austria for sure. Oh no, not Austria, Castile first. Poland, I want this reconquest, but Castile is actually my next big goal to declare on. You must be kidding me. Granada does not have any claims on Castile. Yeah, guess we wait with the attack. Anyway, I'll declare on the Mamluks. In this campaign, I'll actually make them my eyalet, just to leverage the income from vassals I'm stacking. And just a slightly different strategy for the whole run. All I have to do is siege down Kaiba, and after 3 years I'm gonna make them my subject. There's no time to waste with our scaling, that's why I'm gonna attack Akuyunlu already. And the only issue is that they have plenty of allies, like Karakuyunlu, Great Horde, Shivan and Najam. Like, everyone will help them. This is really unfortunate, honestly. Especially QQ, protecting them instead of attacking them. It might be worth to attack Karakuyunlu separately, then Akuyunlu separately. So I'm gonna take both of these two guys down at the same time, but I'll be able to do separate pieces. Let's do that. You know, I was a bit angry about 30k troops running, 45,000 troops, 50,000 troops running out my country of allies from Akuyunlu. So what I did, I trapped them into Cephalonia. I got my ships here, and I got Arta siege down. So they cannot move from here. There we go, follow the Mamluk Sultanate. Let's just go ahead and make them my eyalet. Which is definitely gonna help with increasing our income over time. Mission fulfilled for doing that, subjugate Egypt, which is Ottoman campaign on Tunis. Since I'm already in there, I'm gonna get some more mill points. And this is of Arabia is be on Yemen. And in general in the Arabia region. Can choose our heir. 564 sounds really good. Burgundian succession just happened. And Burgundy is falling under PU with England. That's gonna make it problematic for our long-term goals. Okay, I'm taking all the princes I need for the mission for Akuyunlu, plus access to Karakuyunlu. Away from Karakuyunlu, I would not take anything before I get the mission in Anatolia. Which gives me... Wait. It gives me plenty of permaclass on Karakuyunlu. So I get access straight here to Musasia without paying any diplo points. Now obviously what I'll do here, I'll release another bunch of subjects to strengthen our country for the next conquests. This also gives me Seize the Caliphate, which is the branching missions between legalism and mysticism. Well, I am on mysticism path, so let's take it right away. So additional Demi max privileges. And for this I need, more temples. That doesn't matter anyway, guys. I'm about to get my first subjects in Italy. You see Mantua. Once I influence them and send them a gift, I will be having enough relations. It should be a nice way getting into that region. Can embrace the Renaissance. So I'm just go ahead and take the 1% loans to afford it. Which allows me to take both Tech 6 on admin and mill. That's also faceting. So gems produced in our capital should be of huge use, and hello there Mantua. Anyway, let's declare on Poland, as I want to reconquer these 3 provinces at last. By fighting with Poland and preparing to attack Venice, let me already attack Castile. And that's gonna be for conquest of... Let's make it Cordoba. Can I do this? No. No, let's just go ahead. Each time I have a chance to, I'm assaulting forts with my special units, which makes it much easier. And I'm doing it very minimal. See, I'm gonna lose again 1.5k troops to Russia for down. I think Poland wants to stay any longer in that war. I'm not gonna waste my time and resources on that. Just go ahead and clean these borders. And as soon as I get provinces in Balkans, I'll be able to take this one here. Same as previously, we want to have Mecca. Oh, let me repay that debt. We want to have Mecca in order to build a monument there. And that's why I had Sina. So that means this land from Egypt already. And once I core Jeddah, I'm gonna go for Mecca and start improving the monuments. We'll be saving money for that. Now goes the last influence idea, which is vassals force limit contribution and unjustified demands. So now my force limit is 90. And once I recover my manpower, I'm gonna build up even more troops. And actually, when declaring on Venice, I'm gonna call Aragon as a co-belligerent, and that's because we want to take Malta monument from them. So you see, in this wars, I'll be releasing small nations like Corsica from Genoa, some nations from Pope, because these are easy targets to make my subjects. Mr. Aragon, please give me Malta and money. Another target done. Since I'm expecting to have a big war, I'm gonna build already a system of forts that's gonna protect my lands from being carpet sieged. This is mainly, you know, on the entrances of my country. Pope, thank you so much for leasing a couple of nations. I'll be very happy to get them under my vassalage. And I think I'm in general fine to peace out. So let's get them Albania. Let's get them Venice. So let's just triple check provinces that we need there. We need 4 more provinces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's Corfu, just for better borders. I'm not gonna take more because of AE, but I'm just definitely gonna take money. Manpower recovery speed. Right from Castile, I'm waiting to core this province, so I'm gonna have coring range on the north. I don't want to take a snake for the whole country. Anyway, let's just take the claims on the Carpathia region, and obviously this. Income from vassals, another one, guys, another income from vassals, which means we already earn 55 ducats a month from them. See, now much better. So I'm gonna be able to release 3 subjects here out of Spain and get coring range into France and England. Let's see if you'd like to take more. No, I don't want to go too hard. Maybe just make sure to break nothing. I'm again just gonna take money. How much of a truce it's gonna be? I think it's just enough. Now let's test. Make sure that we keep scaling through releasing more and more subjects. My strategy was very specific, and for that I'm not going the same as in the previous campaign, like going for some provinces here and then reconquer. I'm just gonna ally both England and France temporarily. You'll see why later. I've just spent a bit of mill points to get better generals, and it worked. And you see probably already that I'm preparing for invasion of Hungary with all of my forces, because yeah, right now this is gonna be my only focus to take care of this. Just declare Hungary for the Ottoman campaign. You see, nobody was gonna protect them, which is pretty good, because just after that war I'll be able to declare on Austria. Oh yeah, and you probably noticed that, yeah, I kinda have a few new islets here in Italy. So take a look. I already earned 80 ducats from my subjects, but if I go to this reform, the provincial governance system, well, that's gonna be a tiny bit more because 150 ducats. My income is already 175 in 1470. It's pretty good, and I can invest that into monuments, starting with Sicily here and speeding this up with a bit of manpower. See, that CB is not even that much of a EE for us. I would even say nobody cares. Just make sure to take a bit of money on top of that. Oh yeah, we need a war score for that money, because that will help us build the monuments. Okay, there we go. New ALET in the system. There's a mission Annihilate Hungary, which is diplo points for us, making them core ALET and some claims on Austria. And see, as told you, AE is not that bad. And now, you see, the strategy is that I have truce with the biggest countries like Poland, Sweden, Lithuania. It will end soon, so I'll probably have to attack them again. But also Aragon, Castile, Portugal. And the 2 other big nations around, France and England, are my allies. Which means I might do the giga super war in Central Europe, dismantle the HRE and also eat most of these guys already. But before I do that, I want to make sure to get an alliance with Bohemia and Brandenburg, so 2 northern electors. Look, that Hungary gives me just by itself 12 ducats from their tax, so we're hitting 190 income already. Since I'm so ahead of the admin deck, I can already take tech 7 for the new idea group, and I'm gonna do that, which I'm gonna use to start taking mill ideas offensive to get more siege ability over time. And since this is still so much ahead of time, I'll for now take the first one, but this will be also our focus for the cannons being unlocked. This is it, guys. That's gonna be the Giga War. It's a perfect moment to do that. You see, I've called a lot of the guys in Europe as a co-belligerents. That's gonna be roughly 320,000 of enemies. I'm gonna call in... Look, guys, my subjects. Maybe let's not call them in. I'm gonna call in France. Just simply as they're gonna tank this war. And the war goal is gonna be Unterkanton. That's because I don't want to take Vienna. Let's declare this. It's got a bit laggy. This is the map of the countries that we'll be planning to fight, and I'll fully annex most of them. A few of them are not possible, like for example Austria, which was Kokos, is 192, but most of them I can annex within that war. Strategy. France is gonna tank it. I'm gonna get pissed out. I have plenty of stacks to fight here. Now what you'll see, because one of you guys complained in the comment section that my last video for the previous run was just a slideshow. I did not show anything. Well, so this time, man, just for you and for the others that enjoy micromanagement, gonna record this whole war, and I'm just gonna shorten it in a full speed. And I'll tell you already what will happen during that war, because I will not be stopping during it. I'll focus on sieging Vienna to get the war score cost modifier. Then I'm gonna focus on sieging down towards the capitals of electors, so I can dismantle the cherry. During the war, I will have to fight Poland, because our truce ends next year. So it's gonna be Poland, Sweden, Gotland, Riga, and Halt. Then during the war, I also have to fight Tunis. Actually, I'll be before Poland, because our truce also ends next year. And then the goal is that I am allied to France and England, as well as the two most biggest electors, and I'm gonna keep that alliance at least for the duration of that war. So I'm gonna have some truce after that. I'll be at war with all of these guys, and I'm gonna make them my allies. I have a long truce with Castile, Aragon, and Portugal. I'll have truce with these guys. So you see, most of the nations will be either allied to me, have a truce with me, or will be my subjects. So this way, I think I will play it around not having a coalition. The issue is I'll be outnumbered, but I have tech 6, which is much better than most of these nations' tech 5. But I also only have 4,000 cannons. It's gonna slow down the whole war and sieging down. You'll see that in the whole recording. Okay guys, we're done. 6 years of war. But you saw that we pretty much did not make any mistakes. Maybe you could commit more troops, but I wanted to, you know, keep saving money to improve both of the monuments to level 3, and I'll also be getting the Granada monument to level 3. So, this would be actually if you use that Diplo rep. So, time to piece them out. You see I have a lot of Diplo points saved for unjustified demands, and I also got an event. That's why I'm not clicking it. Let's piece them out one by one. And let's see what kind of coalition is gonna be. Here in this pieces, definitely that Envoy Travertine is gonna be of huge use. This is the moment all of my allies broke the alliance. After I took all of this. Was 300 overextension, but now I have 5 years of truce for all of these guys to prepare so they don't join the coalition. So probably some of them would join the coalition, and it would be probably better for me to break alliance with one of them mildly before, so at least I have a month difference between the truces. But I have a feeling we'll be alright. In the meantime, I got mosques, the heathens. Because I have no Muslim provinces with temples. Which is, of course, a bit of a bonus. Codify Sufism is gonna be more useful, because that's the holy orders that we discussed a bit earlier. And additional diplomat. So I can faster. Peace out. I did one misclick. Clicked the province twice at Frankfurt. I didn't take their province. I guess it's fine. I'm not gonna purge this. Okay, we surfaced every country that we could. That's also a lot of money from these pieces. Let's now take as much as possible from Austria. Okay, we are done. See, that's a bit of a, but only on the Catholics. With a mask, we don't care. And that's also a mission, I think, for the conquest of Austria. Yes, which is power projection, more perma claims. Manpower recovery speed, for sure, monthly war exhaustion, power projection, and now we've got 900 of extension, but I'm gonna go ahead and release right now all of 1 and 2 province minors I can in HRE, and I'm gonna... Let's see first what happens when I make them my vassals. With this done, now I'm gonna take Miltech 7. In order to increase my strength over them, and we now have to find the weakest countries to make them my allies, because they are all increasing each other's liberty desire right now. And you see for the weakest countries we are at -20. So actually we have in the very first stage to dev a bit these countries to decrease their liberty desire, and then over time I'm gonna get the others naturally positive here. I'll start with Champagne and Parma. You see I have a lot of adding points saved for that and deep, so it should be fine. Oh, you see? Yep. Yep. That actually I just have it to go for the liberty desire decreased a lot. Yeah, let's just make plenty of allies now. So actually, you know what happened? They also had huge liberty desire because of my negative diplomatic reputation for extensions. After a day, when I imposed, that diplo rep impact updated, and they are just all loyal now. So it's easy to make them allies. So the goal is that I'll be strong enough with all of this and build up high army to just not have any coalition. Now I just have to focus on upgrading my monuments and truce breaking the biggest nations. Truth is I can start declaring wars while doing the allied stuff. So let's just go ahead and attack Naples to start clearing the borders already. You know what, guys? I can actually already go and do my first truce break, which is gonna be on France, and it's just simply because I can, because our truce is ending in, oh, that's so much to check. France, 5 years. We don't have time to wait 5 years. I know it's not like a rush to do a lot of truce breaks yet. But I'm still not gonna increase my stability, it's fine. With all of them promoted to allies, I'm at 300 of income and 146 of force limit. I will just still have to convert them to core allies. Interestingly, I mean it's bad for us because Castile took another PO on Naples this time. So like the total war score cost for us, this was gonna be super high. Or you know what, I'm about to finish Malta and I'm already annexing Granada to take Alhambra. Okay, I'm done. All of them are my core allies now. You're earning 335 ducats, 167 force limit, and 227,000 maximum power. I have so much money. Let's take a couple. Yeah, interest per is gonna be annoying. With this, our stability, let's just take this to decrease it a bit. I need like 8,000 ducats. See, my balance is still massive. And this will finish by itself. Oh. My mecha. Just recruit 12,000 troops to reoccupy it and improve the monument. I took, well, 80 loans, but I improved all of my monuments already to level 3. So I've got admin efficiency here, Liber Desire as well, promise of score cost, promise for score cost. So now we guys are ready for the peace deals. See, France is now 246% war score, Castile is at 173 only. So I'm gonna take all of the forts that Castile and Aragon have, so they will only have capital forts to defend. Right, this is just making sure. No, I need to take this as well. Instead of this. So it will be much easier to fall in next time. Yes. Same for France. I'll actually take 2 provinces less. Just thinking which one. But break the alliance with Scotland. So this truce break is gonna be much easier. See, now in this lands I'm gonna quick release aylets, maybe even core aylets, and immediately truce break both of these two nations. So we're gonna eat them in the next, hopefully 2 years. See, now that I don't have any overextension, it's gonna be just easier to step up. Now be truce breaking. I just make sure. Yeah, I'll be able to make all of them aylets. Yep, easily. Let's actually not even wait to that and declare a truce break war in a month. Yeah, for the diplomat to come back. So, other Mr. Castile. Let's go for. It really doesn't matter. Let's go for reconquest of Caceres. I just have to step up once. 91 points. I still did not find an advisor here. And in a few days, actually tomorrow, no, next month, yeah. Next month I can declare France as well. And on the run, guys, you see, it took us what? I think just less than a year. Let's do another peace deal. This time I just want to get rid of the provinces of Castile and the islands. Yeah, I want to separate peace Brittany for sure. So we need their provinces as well. Separate these guys from the islands. Let's also take Naples. So there's still plenty of war score to take from these guys. Okay. Same for France. Just cripple them as much as possible. And take the subjects provinces. So don't have to siege them down again. They're just gonna be left with a couple of provinces. The war score cost below 100 now. 124. And from Genoa, in the meantime, you see I attack on them to just clear the borders further. So next time I choose break Castile and France, I'm gonna also attack Venice. So I'm gonna clear them all of the borders. Oh shit. Here we go again. Oh, Portugal actually allied them. That's not cool because they allied to England, so I cannot call belligerent them. I guess it's fine. It's gonna slow us just a tiny bit down, especially that 20k troops. I also forgot that I took Tech 7 a bit earlier. I should have built more cannons earlier, but I'm ending this campaign anyway in a second. Just like during the end of the last campaign, right? Now also at the very end, Mehmed died, which is fine. Just a slightly worse mana generation. Time for another round of peace deals. Sever-piecing Portugal. That was. Yeah, let me finish this off first. Yeah, Mr. Portugal. Another round with Spain. That's why I was angry on the time lapse that they got the PO, because this is slowing us down a lot. But I guess we are getting there. And actually, after this peace deal with Venice, I'll do a calculation how many provinces you're missing. Probably like 60 or something. Which we got again on Castile, but also on England and Burgundy. I just want to see where we are. Okay, with these peace deals, I think we are very close to get achievements. I mean, I have the achievement ready, so it's not even visible here on the list. I'll have to count it manually, but that calculation, that manual calculation will be easier because I found a Reddit post that is saying how many provinces in each region you have to get to for the achievement. So just gonna, for example, take whole Anatolia region or one province missing, for example, Anatolia region, etc., etc. Let's do the calculation. We are at 368 provinces, which means we are lucky like what, less than 60, right? Let's do it in the next 2 years. You know what's the funniest part? Why I'm having plus 20 of national unrest? I have no rebels loading. You see just like what 3 provinces have unrest, and that's because the provinces that they had unrest are mostly it's pretty much my core land. The rest of the provinces don't even have separatism, so I can only have like Ottoman particularists, noble rebels, etc. So once I got them, now it's a cooldown because we had a recent uprising, so it's not gonna come back anytime soon. Now after the next batch of the wars, I'm missing 18 provinces. Time for the war with England. Oh yeah, before I release nations, there's another mission that I can take thanks to this. Protect Morocco, making them a core eyalet. That's actually good because that's another 2 provinces. I'm missing 16. Out of Al-Andalus, doesn't matter. I said that I have 16 provinces missing, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. And I need 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 13. So 3 more than needed. Okay. Let's send that peace deal. And we are done. And you know what's the best? I did no exploits, no pulse even birding, and I still finished it a year earlier. A year earlier. What are you haters now that called me a fucking cheater? No, just kidding. Guys, if you did enjoy my effort and show me a completely different approach towards this achievement, let me know by liking this video, sharing with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel to get notified about the other achievements I will be hunting in that very near time. Bye!